Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this is a contest entry. And it's a contest for Mike, MGK Boston. Yeah, I had to do a lo-fi slideshow for him since that's his specialty. Although it's not really a lo-fi slideshow because I only have one. Can you call it a slideshow if you only do one of them? But anyway, he's having a contest. This year, after making a trillion last year, he's going for a quadrillion. And really lofty goal. I'm thinking what comes after that and what can he do next year. And I thought, well, I've got this album, ABC, How to Be a Zillionaire. I thought, well, maybe he'll go for a zillion next year, only to find out that there is no such thing as a zillion. It's a made up. It's all made up. So it's good that he's going after something realistic in a quadrillion. He's got a list of 10 prompts for us to do here, so let's get to it. Number 1, show a record you're embarrassed to have in your collection. Well, I have quite a bit of easy listening, and I guess some people would find that embarrassing. I don't really. I think Doug at the Auditory Vinyl shows some of that, Randall Weaver. But then I thought the one record I could really think of is this Paul Anka record called Anka. And of course, he wrote the theme for The Tonight Show, a bunch of other hit songs that other people have done, and he said some himself. One of his biggest hits is You're Having My Baby, which that is why I'm saying this is embarrassing, because that is just a terrible song. And if you look at the lyrics, it is really cringeworthy. How that ever got to number 1 mystifies me, but yeah. This Paul Anka record would be, especially because it has You're Having My Baby on there, would be my embarrassing record. Number 2, favorite snack item and review it. I'm just plain old popcorn. A little salt on it. If you have one of those electric poppers, you kind of put a little bit butter on the top, and not a lot of butter. It's mostly just salt and the popcorn. This is little popcorn. Little kernels. But yeah, the simple pleasures. But this is what they call Ladyfinger, smallest of the hulless popcorn, which doesn't have any hulls, which is really great. And this is Amish country popcorn. Comes from Bernie, Indiana. Now, I'm not positive, but I think maybe Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll, his singing Amish neighbor, might come from his farm. I'm not sure. But yeah, simple popcorn. That's all you need. You don't need to get too fancy. Wonderful. Prompt 3. Wear a cool shirt in your video and explain why you think it's a cool shirt. So here it is. Now it's Glory. Got the little sailboats on there and everything. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, where have I seen that shirt before? And yes, it is part of the Brian Embryonic Robot Spring Collection. And, well, I gotta be honest, it's a knockoff. Yeah, I couldn't afford the real Spring Collection from Embryonic Robot. So yeah, I bought this down in Midtown. The guy was also selling these Rolex watches. I think I may have got ripped off on that. I'm not positive. But anyway, so yeah, maybe one day, get enough viewers, maybe I can afford a Brian Embryonic Robot real Spring Collection shirt. Prompt 4, describe both a positive as well as a negative concert experience. Show an album by one or both artists. Well, my favorite concert experience was the first time I went and saw Bruce Springsteen. It was on this River tour. It was just an unbelievable experience. The rapport he had with the audience seemed like a 4-hour set. He was just amazing. And he ended the show with Rosalita, and concluded the set, and then it came back up. He played Kansas City. Of course, you're in Kansas City. You're going to play Kansas City. Then he did Born to Run, and then Jungle Land, and ended with a Detroit medley that he does a lot of times in concert. But fantastic concert. Every time I've seen him, it's been great. So those are any of my favorite concert experiences are going to be with Bruce Springsteen. And the worst concert experience is by this guy, John Cougar Mellencamp. This is his album that had the Crumbling Down and Pink Houses. It was like the Lonesome Jubilee. I can't remember what tour it was that I saw him the first time. I've seen him twice. One time was good, one time was bad, and that was because he came out there, he didn't say one word to the audience. He played about 30 minutes, and then that was it. So I don't know what his problem was that day, but anyway, yeah. My worst concert experience was just, it was short, and he had no rapport with the audience whatsoever. But maybe he was just in a bad mood that day, because I saw him again, and he was pretty good. So anyway, that's my 2. Prop 5, if you hit the lottery, what is your dream destination after collecting your winnings? There's a lot of places I would love to go see. I mean, luckily enough, I've been able to go to a lot of my prime destinations, but one I haven't hit yet, and I would love to, is this place here. It's Machu Picchu in Peru. This is in this Lost Cities book. Yeah, Machu Picchu and Peru, and then maybe travel down on a side trip, go to Santiago, Chile, and meet up with another VC member and Christian Osario. Yeah. Prop 6, show a blues album. So how about this one by Little Ed and the Blues Imperials called Roughhousing? It's on Alligator. Came out in, what year did this come out? 1986. There's Little Ed there, Ed Williams. Great slide guitar player, just an amazing guitarist. And I want to check out the song, Everything I Do Brings Me Closer to the Blues. Yeah, fantastic album. I love hats. Show me a hat in your own personal fashion collection and tell me why you like it. So yes, it's gonna be this cool Chiefs hat from New Era, and the main reason that it is such a great hat is because Mike's beautiful wife, Patty, is the one that got it for me. Even though I knew how much it pained her to get me a Chiefs hat, being that she was from Buffalo there, and rooting for the Bills, which I will tell you that I was rooting for them because anybody in Kansas City hates the Broncos. I'm so sorry they lost. I was thinking this is the year they were going to go to the Super Bowl, but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, great hat. I thank Patty so much for getting me this hat. That's why it's so special. And that's the hat I love. 8, who's the supermodel? Show a record by a male and female artist who you consider to be supermodels in the looks department. Well, female, Nancy Sinatra. How can you not love Nancy Sinatra? Got a little bit of a strange one there. And then got her there, the boots on. Of course, those boots were made for walking. This is just a great collection of her material. It's got her singles, demos, and rarities from 65 to 78. Yeah. Nancy Sinatra. Doesn't get much better than that, I think, in the looks department. For male artists, you had Elvis Presley. I mean, there's a reason that all the women were swooning over him back in the day. Just a good-looking guy there. This is a comeback album of sorts from Elvis in Memphis. Probably his best later recording, but yeah. Make it stop. Show a song you don't need to hear ever again. That was going to be this group, Guns N' Roses. Probably know what I'm talking about. It's their version of Knocking on Heaven's Door. I don't need to hear it ever again. I really didn't need to hear it the first time. But, and I do love the original Dylan version, but yeah. Should have picked a different song. And prop 10, show an album with an excellent duet on it. And I know that Mike likes his country, so I'm going to show this Melba Montgomery and Gene Pitney album. Of course, Gene Pitney had a lot of pop hits with, 24 Hours from Tulsa, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, while Melba was a country singer. And I'm going to say the song, There's Gonna Be More Loving. Check that one out. Great country duet written by Melba and her brother Earl. Yeah. There's Gonna Be More Loving. So that's it for my contest entry. Everyone go subscribe. Let's get him to a quadrillion. So who knows what his next objective will be. But anyway, thanks, Mike. Take care. Everyone do well.